In this episode of 10 Best Ones, we are going to check out the top 5 best floor-standing speakers in 2018. I made this list based on my personal opinion, and I tried to list them based on their price, quality, durability and more. If you want to see the price and find out more information about these floor-standing speakers, you can check out the links down in the description and the comment section below. Okay, so, let's get started with the video. At number 5, we have the Fluance Signature HFFW. The Signature Series HFFW are a three-way, floor-standing tower speakers that combine an attractive look and reasonable price, with a high-quality audio, so let's get quickly into action, and find out why you should consider them. From a design perspective, the Signature Series HFFW are crafted with an MDF wood, which is always a great choice, since this material is known for creating a distortion-free sound. In addition, this model is finished in a natural walnut color, which looks really sleek, but you will also have an option to get it finished in black. However, both of them have the same specs, and differ only in the color. At the front, you will immediately notice the 8-inch woofers, as well as the high-end neodymium tweeters, and the 5-inch woven glass mid-range, that is finished in yellow, so when you see the towers as the whole, they look really good. On the back, you can find dual ports with flared exists, that are mounted behind the two 8-inch woofers, and the 5-way gold-plated binding posts, and according to the users, you won't have any problems in terms of wiring. Now, let's talk about the features. The Signature Series HFFW have a frequency response that ranges between 35 Hz and 20 kHz, with a power handling of 90 to 200 watts, which according to those who've purchased, the audio quality is indeed loud and strong. I would also want to inform you that the dual 8-inch polypropylene woofers and the tweeters are capable enough to produce well-defined lows, mids, highs, and a powerful bass response, so if you're a person who appreciates the bass, then I think that you would like these speakers. But what makes these speakers differ from the other ones in this price range, is the ability to give an accent especially to the vocals, and you're going to notice this especially, if you start playing a concert. Before we end, I'd like to add that the speakers will maintain their original look and quality, even if you've been using them for years, due to the fact that the materials used during the crafting process, are indeed quality and durable. Overall, if you're looking for quality speakers that look good, and perform even better, then the Signature Series HFFW would be a really good choice. Moving on, at number 4, we have the Q Acoustics 3050. The Q Acoustic 3050 is a pair of floor-standing speakers that have been on the market for a couple of years, but due to their quality, people are constantly purchasing them. So, let's get quickly into action, in order to find out what's the secret behind their success. From a design perspective, the Acoustic 3050 look beautiful, regardless of the color edition that you would choose, but if you ask us, the graphite looks especially good, and that's why we are currently reviewing it. However, take in mind that these speakers differ only in the color, while the specs are the same, so regardless of your choice, you will love having such floor-standing speakers. Moving on, these speakers have well-built rounded cabinets, that hold 2-in-1 concentric ring dome tweeters, and a pair of 6.5-inch aramid fiber woofers for which we will talk more in the following section, but visually speaking, they add an even more beauty to the cabinets. At the back, there are dual, 5-way binding posts, of which you can take an advantage, in order to bi-amp your floor speakers. Before we move to the next section, I'd like to inform you that the black grill cloth that covers the top half of the front panel, can be removed, so do not hesitate to do that, if you want to achieve optimal results. But now, let's talk about the performance. These speakers can output a loud and clear audio, with minimal distortion, even if you've set the volume to the maximum, so when you compare this ability with the speaker's price tag, I have to mention that this makes them extremely valuable. Moving on, the speakers have a nominal impedance of 60 ohms, a crossover frequency of 2.6 kHz, and a frequency response that stretches from 44 Hz to up to 22 kHz, so you can hear a strong and detailed sound. According to those who've previously purchased this model, these speakers have proven as highly capable, when it comes to the treble, lows, the mids, highs and the bass, due to the fact that each of them is produced accurately, so you can hear every audio you want in depth. To conclude, the Q Acoustics 3050 deserve your attention, because they offer a great value for their cost. Next up, at number 3, we have the Klipsche RP280FA. The RP280FA is a single-floor standing speaker that is widely recognized by the audiophiles on the market, due to the fact that this speaker looks and performs unbelievably good, and as you all know, these two things are always the first thing that come on our mind, when we want to purchase a product. From a design perspective, this speaker is engineered with an MDF, so by default it looks really handsome, but what I really like about its look is the grills which reveal the warm copper ceramimetallic woofers. In addition, the main channel features a 1-inch titanium dome LTS tweeter that is accompanied by a hybrid Tractrix horn, which is surely a great addition, due to the fact that it will ensure quality high frequencies, while the dual 8-inch ceramimetallic cone woofers will ensure quality low frequencies. On the back, you can notice that the RP280FA has dual binding posts that will serve you completely fine for bi-wiring and bi-amping, so for now, I'm unable to find any remarks regarding the design. Now, let's talk about the features. The Klipsche RP280FA has really good specs. Or to be more precise, this unit has a continuous power handling of 150 watts, a frequency response that ranges from 35 Hz to 25 kHz, with 98 decibels of sensitivity and a peak, rated at 500 watts, which means that the audio will be crisp and loud. I would also like to inform you that this speaker has a built-in elevation channel for Dolby Atmos, so as you may already know, this speaker is capable enough to create a real home theater experience. Just make sure that you position the speaker towards the ceiling because the audio will arrive directly at you. When it comes to the lows, mids, highs, users claim that they are great for the price, since you can hear each of them clearly, without having to concentrate on them, while its deep bass and the treble will enrich your listening experience even more. Overall, the RP280FA would be a really good choice, even if you purchase it as a single unit due to its enormous capabilities, but I'd suggest you get another one as well, if you're already satisfied with the speaker, due to the fact that your listening experience will be even better. Moving on, at number 2, we have the Monitor Audio Silver 200. The Monitor Audio Silver 200 is a pair of floor-standing speakers that are among the most purchased products in their price range, but if you want to know what's the secret behind the success, stick with me for the next couple of minutes. From a design perspective, these particular speakers have a walnut finish, and their construction is exceptionally beautiful, since the cabinets are really slim on one side, while on the other, the magnetic grills do really enrich their appearance, due to the fact that, when you remove them, you can really show off with the drive units. In addition, the Silver 200 have a 2.5-way driver design, as well as a pair of 13 cm ceramic-coated aluminum magnesium drivers, that are positioned below the tweeter, so the speakers do a really good job in producing quality lows, mids, highs and bass. Due to their construction, these speakers can be placed close to a wall without any problem, because they can create a loud and clear audio that will be spread across your entire room, according to the manufacturer. I would also want to inform you that these units have 2 sets of binding posts, so you can enjoy the benefits of bi-amping or bi-wiring without any problem, so I have to admit that, when you see them as a whole, they look handsome and radiate with power. But now, let's talk about the performance. The Monitor Audio Silver 200 have a frequency response that ranges between 38 to 35,000 Hz, with an impedance of 8 ohms. However, take in mind that the manufacturer suggests using an amplified power of 60 to 150 watts, because that would be the optimal power needed to get the best results from the speakers. Moving on, these speakers are equipped with a dynamic coupling filter mechanism as well, which basically means that the occurrence of distortion will be set to minimum, so the audio quality will always be well defined, for your ultimate listening experience. To conclude, the Monitor Audio Silver 200 are a great choice because they offer a great value for their cost, and their audio capabilities are tremendously good. And finally, at number 1, we have the KEF R500. The KEF R500 would be one of the best options that you can find on the market, especially if you're looking for a pair of floor-standing speakers that can offer a truly immersive audio across your entire house. From a design perspective, the R500 are available in 3 different colors on Amazon, such as the black which we are currently reviewing, as walnut and white, but you can choose whoever you find the most attractive, since their specs are the same. Moreover, the cabinets have a really solid build, or to be more precise, they have been optimized to reduce the vibrations that would come from the cabinet walls, so that the sound could be heard loud and clear. The other components include a Uni-Q driver array, which according to the users, is doing a very good job in the creation of crisp mid and high frequencies, but let's not forget the dual 5.2-inch aluminum drivers that will dramatically enhance the overall sound image. Before we move to the next section, I'd like to mention that around the back, as it is the case with most of the floor-standing speakers, you can find the binding posts, where each of them is labeled properly, so they will allow you a single or bi-wiring without putting any noticeable effort. Now, let's talk about the features. The speaker's tweeter is really good, since it crosses over to the midrange at 2.8 kHz, and around 500 Hz of midrange to the woofers, while on the other side, the impedance of 8 ohms, as well as the frequency response that ranges between 46 Hz to 28 kHz, are more than good for their cost. I would also want to mention that users are very satisfied with the bass quality, as well as the mids, highs and the lows, or to be more precise, the bass is heavy and you can notice this instantly, if you're playing bass-heavy tracks. In addition, the mids, highs and the lows are really rich, and feel really pleasing, so I think that the manufacturer did a great job here, since they didn't sacrifice anything in order to create such powerful and valuable speakers. Overall, I strongly recommend you consider the KEF R500, because they are an absolute sensation when you compare the price with their quality. Thanks for watching, I hope you liked this video. If this video was helpful to you, please remember to leave a like and subscribe to my channel to see more videos like this in the future, and if you have any questions related to these floor-standing speakers, you can leave a comment down below and I will get back to you as soon as I can.